Skip this war.
Permitted bachelor, I hear. Shame.
I know.
A way with words, too.
Shame.
Pitter-patter, up and at it.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antigua. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Gennard still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montilyet.
Goodness. I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, your worship.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward either Cassandra or Josephine, but most likely Cassandra. What's it? So another book. I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna go to Crestwood first.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago, we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics, we should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the Conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jadar I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there's much to be gained by winning them over.
Right. You encroach upon the domain of higher powers. You'll answer to us. The letter is sealed, except for a wax seal depicting 6 crossed swords. Okay. Words of my friendship.
To work?
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager.
Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
You may recall we offered your distant relatives at the free marches a promise of aid. One branch of your family has asked you to mediate their dispute with another, but their description of events is rather convoluted. It apparently began with an insult during the harvest ball in Ostwick over the quality of their milch cows. Okay. And escalated to a pitched battle between 200 soldiers last week. Really, it would do us good to step in, if only to preserve the name of the Chevalian as a whole. Okay. My spies could try to untangle who's truly at fault, but it may not matter if blood has been spilled. Let's hold a talk between the wounded parties in LA. It's wise to remove them from the power base for their discussions. He wanted to send troops, but he's not available. I'm sending
At your
Josephine to that.
service.
Let her fix it. 5 hours? No, we're not doing that right now. Some of these can only be done by certain people, so can't do all of them. Let's see, Memorial, Scout, Haven Ruins, um, reclaiming the major building. Let's do that. We got the word out to everyone who could, but some we got the. I said that the weirdest way. Fiona, we got the word out there when we could, but some sales were too remote to reach. We'll need the Inquisition to contact them, at least to let them know the Templars are gone. They are gone, right? Well, we got some working here.
Let's see what we have.
Let's get her to bring them in. Let's go to Crestwood.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
I'm sure it's nothing the Inquisition can't handle.
Careful, Your Worship. That optimism might be catching.
Are things that bad? Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawk's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
I wish we could get better acquainted, Harding. When the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps.
The world would crumble to dust before you ran out of ills to fight. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
There must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Maybe the locals will lend us a boat.
The Grey Wardens thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
What are you doing in Crestwood?
A warden named Stroud is wanted for questioning. We heard he'd passed through here, but the villagers knew nothing. They have troubles enough.
What have you been told about this rogue warden?
Warden Commander Clarel ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. I hope Sir Stroud comes with us peacefully. I trained under him for a time. He's a good man, I'm sure of that.
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour.
Is that all the aid we can offer these people?
If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Sir, are you sure we can't help the village?
Our orders are clear. If we can't find Warden Stroud, we return to the commander with all haste.
Still don't feel right.
I know, but if I judge our orders rightly, harder decisions will wait.
None of those wardens mentioned a new leader. I don't think they're part of Corypheus' plot to seize the order.
I didn't want to say much in case they were, but I think you're right.
I hope Hawk's warden friend has answers for us.
Did you see how the Grey Wardens saved me from those corpses? They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
Joining the Grey Wardens is not a good idea.
Maker, you're the Inquisitor. But yes, the Wardens are heroes. They saved me from those demons, your worship. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
Grey Warden or no, the world needs more people with your courage.
Wardens will do anything to stop the blood. There is much to admire in that commitment, but much to be wary of as well.
Listen to him. Joining the Wardens isn't the best idea right now.
Yes, your worship. I'm sure there's something else I can do to help.
And that's how she joins us as an agent. Doesn't sound like it, but she did. Now, if you encourage her to join the Grey Wardens or don't say anything, she will get killed later. So, by encouraging her not to join the Wardens, she actually survives. So, And then she joins the Inquisition, so it's better for us. All right, let's get back to it.
Undead by the gates. Ready when you are.
How many did we lose?
No one this time.
Did you see? The corpses are coming from where old Crestwood used to be.
The amount of people we lost back during the Blight. Not surprised.
A moment, your worship.
What's going on here?
Ever since that green light appeared, undead keep rising from the lake. The mayor can tell you more. I hope Andraste sent you, your worship. We've been trapped here for weeks.
Well, it's part of the reason why I'm here. Part of the reason.
I tell you, I saw him. The necklace his mother gave him is still around his neck. It's my son. My boy.
It's a demon in his body. Your son's been dead for 10 years, Liam.
Oh, Maker. Help me.
He doesn't know how we'll survive.
Board up the windows, bring the animals into the barn. What else?
Why does
doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Make her, if something happens.
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Good day to you.
And to you.
Where's his son?
Please! The mayor could use your assistance.
Okay.
We haven't had visitors since the trouble started. It's not safe to work the fields.
What does it matter? There's no one to sell to. No merchant comes through here anymore. And with the mule dead, I can't take the cart to market.
From everything you've told me, you must get out of Crestwood as soon as you can. I know it's dangerous, but but I fear you'll have no chance at all if you don't attempt the trip. My father said that taking Dead Man's Pass will guide you safely past those filthy highwaymen. If you come at dusk, you should be able to avoid the wolves too. Hurry, my love. Sign? Sin?
Good day.
Who cares? Who knows?
As good as it gets these days, anyway.
Are the corpses still out there?
How did he seal himself in there from the outside?
Find your own shelter!
Hey, moms, how you doing? Just got off work. I hope you're feeling okay. I am tired. Probably not going to be too long of a stream here because I have to get up even earlier this morning. Yeah. Waiting for someone to play Overcooked with me. Oh, man. Should have mentioned that to me earlier before I started streaming. I probably would have played. It's been a long time since I played that game. I used to play with my nephews a lot.
You're not a merchant, are you? We haven't seen one in months. You're not a merchant, are you? We haven't seen one in months.
No, I'm not a merchant. Sorry. No fruit. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, yeah, yawning. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for any signs of Henry at first light. Major Dreaded got an issue with a dragon. You know I gotta take it down. Look who it is, the mayor.
Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village.
At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
We will, right? I mean, these people are terrified.
Sure.
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake. It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
If I have the time, let me know. Yeah, I will. I will. You know, I'm usually not streaming on Sundays. I mean, I don't really have a schedule, so if you ever want to play on Sunday, definitely. And I don't have a schedule on Tuesdays either, so. But that's for after work stuff.
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade rift.
Drain the... There must be some other way.
Your people are frightened, and they're tired. Let us help.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
But that's what we're here for.
Crestwood can't last much longer. I don't want to leave without doing what I can.
I suppose it must come to this. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, your worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
A suspicious story, to say the least.
Until later.
Of course.
I swear I'll avoid the Wardens, Inquisitor. Thank you for the warning.
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughan. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. There will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned, only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral service will help put living minds at ease.
Until later.
Andraste guide you.
So grab some of the bodies, of course, when I drain the lake, so she can give them a funeral. There's a rift here.
Make me one within your
The villagers are brave to stay and defend their homes.
Sure. Hidden cave. Scattered journal. The bandits are just across the way, so I can keep an eye on those bastards. I've managed to take back some of the supplies they stole from that traveling merchant. They didn't even see it coming, but I'm not afraid. If they want to fight, they can come and get it. Okay.
Don't come crying to us if you get yourself in trouble.
Okay.
We don't have anything you want, so just keep on walking.
Okay, I'm not trying to... Well, I am looting their cave. Their cave hideout. Here's the fortress.
There's the keep the mayor talked about. And the bandits. Archers on the ramparts. Good defenses. They'll be hard to pry out.
It's something I want to discover here first before I... You know, I'm talking in there. All right, let's get in there.
Yeah.
somebody. Somebody's stuck in one of the walls, forcing me to. I can't actually move on. Pretty soulless. Got something that'll work here. Hmm. Ah, crap. Okay. Wait, I see him. Crap. There we go.
Shit.
It's the only way the door will come open.
seen many things in the Fade. How do you know they're true?
I don't. Everything in the Fade is a memory. And memories are all too easily muddied. Just like your history books. They contain truth, but reason and sense are required to extract it. Fort appears sound. The Inquisition might make use of it.
Second base.
Crestwood will breathe easier with the bandits gone.
We should drain the lake. The mayor said the dam controls were through the fort.
Welcome, Inquisitor. My name is Charter. Leleana's eyes and ears, especially in this place. I'll have some information for you once my man Butcher finds us. He's running late.
Sister Nightingale tell you why she wanted agents here?
We lie on the main road between Denerim and Valroyo. Couriers stop here all the time. For what they're paid, some have surprisingly loose tongues.
When's this spy named Butcher supposed to arrive?
Half hour ago, by the south gate. I hope he's only delayed. Butcher's last message swore he had secrets for us worth 10 times his weight in gold.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
I should be going.
Another time.
The Herald of Andraste. Welcome to my humble shop. Let me know if I can assist you at all, my lord.
I thought all the merchants in the area left when the undead came.
You've come to vanquish them, have you not? I'm only too happy to offer you my best rates to speed your noble efforts onwards.
Some of your wares are a little expensive for a farming village.
Many lords and ladies pass through here on their way to proper cities. You'd be surprised what they sometimes forget. Wig powder, mirrors, plate armor. Sadly, less refined goods take up the bulk of my trade.
Good day to you.
Farewell.
Alright, there's more side quests to get. That's why I'm still here. Talking to the spies.
Miller got caught in Valchavan.
No.
She fooled them into thinking she's from the court in Valrior. They'll treat her well. For a while.
It's our fault for sending her out without a partner.
Are you saying one of our spies is compromised?
Yes, Inquisitor. Miller was captured in Valchavan.
She was often valuable information. Perhaps arrangements could be made to bring her back.
Alright.
Inquisitor? Your worship.
Come on, Cooper, join us for a spell.
Not likely.
Just one hand.
No.
Will Her Highness sulk in the corner all night? Suit yourself.
Come on, Cooper, join us for a spell.
Not.
Inquisitor,
Ah, piss.
we're, just catching up with each other after an assignment.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That part's fine. Just don't lock me out of my own keep.
No, Inquisitor. Won't happen again. I swear it.
Nose a little brown, Reeve.
Quiet, you.
Yeah, I don't care if they're playing games in the middle, you know. There's no work to be done. Just don't lock the doors.
Someone needs to deal with the last of Crestwood's highwaymen.
Who has time?
If we clear the bandits out, more travelers. More travelers. More news for the Nightingale.
Good point, but I've got a code to unscramble if you want to know who killed Comfort last week.
Are the highwaymen still in Crestwood?
Yes, your worship. Now that their fort is gone, the bandits are ambushing travelers.
Crestwood won't stop them either. The town's still reeling from the undead.
Your worship.
Farewell.
Here, the mayor said the dam controls were through this gate. That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
What in?
Ah, wonderful. The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promised. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
I see you couldn't resist the thrill of a decrepit pub.
There's nowhere else, sir. Everyone is crammed into the village.
Lonnie's parents would have a fit if they saw us. We'll have to wait hours to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
You find somewhere next time.
It's a random thing there. Some menu here for the rusted horn. Turn up in mutton pie. Okay.
said Darkspawn destroyed these controls 10 years ago. Who repaired them?
Good point. Ask the mayor.
Do we ever have uneventful days?
Don't mind facing that before I leave. First, let's deal with the rift. The undead. Alright, we got a rift to deal with. I have the soulless. Oh, there's a demon back there. I don't got time. Oops.
Memory, but yes, I did.
And you killed him? You were certain he was dead?
Yes. What's on your mind, Chuckles?
He survived the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. If he can live through a blast that levels a mountaintop, we would do well to determine how.
Even if we knew, would that help us? The Wardens couldn't kill him, and they had 1,000 years to figure it out.
Near another artifact. That should help ward off demons.
Let's look around.
Yeah. Primer.
Crestwood.
Smell just hits you, doesn't it?
I can feel the weakness in the veil even above ground. Spirits are being called here like moths to flame.
These spirits must have come through the rift.
They drift, wandering. It's fortunate the rift did not warp them into demons. Excellent. The wards are functioning again.
Pile of bodies. This story has been kept. This tripper has been kept miraculously dry in a sealed chest, but its pages are filled with powdery black mold. Grace has a cough, all well and good to help those running from the blight. But if my daughter catches something from these refugees, I'll have the mayor's hide. At least Droderick moved them into the cave, so I thought they'd put up a fuss, but they went quiet and pale as the dead. The healthy ones were relieved, said their sick friend seemed to get worse in daylight. Maker save us from the plague. It's horrible. Mayor's old house.
There's a plaque. This was the mayor's old home.
Pretty empty. You sure this was the mayor's place?
We could ask him.
Ink on the damp piece of paper is faded but legible. The work you ordered is done. Do what you want. I'll be in the hills trying to forget it. Robert.
A letter from Crestwood's mayor. Damp, but legible.
The other way. Move, I said. You there. I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands.
A lost spirit. This should...
Silence. Let the other one talk.
Are you a spirit or a demon?
Demon. Those dolts who would suck this world dry. I am called to higher things.
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
What's so distressing about the real world?
It ignores me. for the rocks to part, but they do not. I bid the sky draw close and it stays still. I don't know how you mortals stand it.
Spirits are your expertise, Solus.
Then tell me why nothing here changes.
This realm follows different rules from the Fades. Will alone cannot overcome what you see.
Then what's the point of it?
A solid form is both shackle and strength. It affects more than you imagine.
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
Then I feel compelled to help you. I pledge myself to your service.
Excellent. I have only one command. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake. Destroy it in my name and be rewarded.
A simple enough request. The rage demon might threaten others as well.
I've heard worse of this.
Okay. I'm gonna find those last bit of bodies before I move forward.
Yes. Go then.
I heard you in the training yard this morning.
Oh, I was running new recruits through some drills. Should I be quieter next time?
No, no. It's fine. Children don't learn unless you shout at them.
Really? There we go. It's the last of the bodies. Whoa. I think the way we're going is over here. See the dogs that I use.
What does this lead? find that fade drift.
Look at this. How deep do these caves run?
How do I get over there now? Nope.
Down you go!
The spirit demon. Makes a lot of sense why the spirit demon would be down here, given what happened.
Down here when Old Crestwood flooded?
Cold water rising. No way out. Maker's breath.
drowning to death. That's just horrible. Water probably came too fast for them to get out too.
There's dwarven ruins down here.
Looks like an old outpost. What's it doing here?
The dwarves built well. Their runes still sing.
Here's the rage demon. New very nice. The Lost Outpost plaque. The road was created by royal order of King Kalgak to link the great tide of Aldukin with the soaring tide of Gundar. It pleases these cities to join these roads with a hall in the middle and to dedicate that hall to the Paragon Hackett, I think Heket, who discovered principles of nature that let us build structures of unheard of height and astonishing. Wait, I thought it would say depth, but it says breadth. Okay. That's his renown, be it as eternal as the stone he shaped. Okay.
By the rift, demons!
More coming!
Oh, sods.
There we go.
The spirits possessing the dead will plague Crestwood no more.
Let's tell the mayor.
Let me save that point. Wait, let me just double check if that's something I need. Yeah, I'll save it. Just save the point. Get my specialization, then I can use it.
There's an elven artifact nearby.
He always knows what those are. Oh, he can see it right here.
That should help ward off demons.
Put my controller down for a second. What am I sensing? Let's stop wasting time here. But sometimes the search thing finds something that I can't actually get to.
Are you positive you know where we're going?
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby.
All right, let's get going. I think I found everything in here.
Nugs seem to like it down here.
Really? Very popular affairs. Bring your children, buy some sweet cakes, raise the nugs.
Oh, this sure was earlier. I couldn't get in because it needed the latch to open. Looks like the storm is over. That's the one elf lady's house. There we go, back to the village. Got a full inventory. Get that the black wall. Let's see. We did it. We saved the village. I want you to unlock the door. Malik's guard. Crude yet decisive amulet can be traced back to Ragsith, a dwarven warrior dating from the time of the original Darkspawn incursions against the Dwarven Empire. Plus 20 attack, plus 10 dexterity, negative 50% flanking damage bonus. An amulet of power for me. Come on.
We won't forget the Inquisition help when no one else would, I promise.
Alright, cleared out my inventory a bit.
Good day, Your Worship.
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
He rode out an hour ago. We spotted him from Byers Field. Didn't even stop the wave.
Maybe he's getting help.
What for? The dead are gone.
Mayor Dedrick's lived here 50 years. He wouldn't abandon us.
He's been acting strange ever since the Inquisitor drained the lake.
Yeah, them secrets out. Let's see. Letter of Confession. Inquisitor, it was not Darkspawn that opened the dam and flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago. I did, in secret, the night they attacked the undead you have been fighting are people I killed with my own hands. We'd taken in refugees from the Blight. Many were ill. We moved the sick to the lower part of Crestwood and the refugees into the caves to stop the disease from spreading. It didn't work. One confessed he'd seen Blight sickness before. It was always fatal. When the Darkspawn attacked, I knew the only way the village would survive is if the Blight sick drowned with the monsters. I could not bear the sight of Old Crestwood now that the water is gone. I cannot stay. I'm sorry, Mayor Gregory Drederick.
A letter of confession from the mayor? It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago to stop the blight from spreading.
I knew he was nervous about more than the undead.
That sorry bastard. He left before he could get caught.
We can catch him though. Later. Alright, let's give the Chantry sister the location of the bodies. And then we can move on.
Draw your last breath, my friends. Your worship.
I've already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
Blessed Andraste. I couldn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days. I will prepare the bodies for cremation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Inquisitor. Yes.
The rage demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well.
A spirit such as that could not leave here until it had proven its nature.
All right. Oh, it's only for a rogue. That sucks. Flanking damage for a rogue. As necessary. Let's see. For Cole, get an ammo to power for Cole, and he's not even here. Uh, let's see. Battered journal. Page from a circle maze journal. Let's see. I could travel around Crestwood. One person might sneak past the roaming dead with the aid of a little magic. I hear Redcliffe is taking in mages. If I get there, I'll be safe. I can't do it. These people have no one to help them. They've probably never seen undead before. Maybe they won't trust a mage, but what use was I pinned in the circle? Maybe here I can do some good. I'll introduce myself to the villagers tomorrow. I hope they don't turn me away. That's sad. Wanted to help the villagers and ended up getting killed. Maybe most likely by undead. Probably should have went to the village right away. Also could have been killed by the bandits too and just left here. Red lyrium up here.
So it was just you, alone in the vast wilderness?
What are you on about?
The lone wanderer searching the world. What's he trying to find? Love? Absolution?
Try someone with a strong arm and stronger will to fight Darkspawn.
Yes, but what does that represent?
Wanting to kill more Darkspawn.
You're just like Sebastian.
Red Templars ahead.
This bunch looks tough. Watch your step.
I don't see anybody here. Nice little combo there. Frozen, then hit him with the mighty blow. Excellent.
This
Let's look around.
Sealed orders, Templar, Knight Templars Surge. There's a small ruin in the hills above Crestwood, a tiny place, but it's old and elven, so leave no stone unturned. General Samson's orders. You've been told what to look for, so I expect a report once you're done. Copy down any elven writing you see. Okay.
Damn it! Goodbye!
Revealed himself a little too early. Got some mercenaries, I think.
This would work for a camp.
Right, the butcher thing is nearby. Let's go ahead and deal with that first. This is his body. After knowing who truly serves, it was an easy thing to discover his compatriots. I lifted a list of their spies from one before I left. We have little time before the thief is discovered, so I advise we move post haste. I was followed, but do not fear. I lost my pursuers in Leeds. Only our closest friends know my final destination, Butcher.
Reinforcements! I wonder if any part of them remembers who they were.
The warrior!
This sword I made is pretty OP, but it's not even the best one I can make. Gotta let Charlie know before I leave here. Alright, let's talk to this Judith. Got a couple more bandits I gotta take out too. Here goes some more bandits. That takes care of that. Plants vs. Zombies Easter egg here.
One less to worry about.
You remind me of someone. Pious bastard. Wore blinding white armor. Told me my shots veered left.
I can see how that describes me perfectly.
It was just all that niceness. He was just so nice.
Nice. Right. I take it you didn't like this person.
Sebastian would have taken that as a compliment.
So you're the man who saved Crestwood from the dead. Watch out for the wyvern in the hills. I'd take his hide if I were better with a bow.
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. Not to mention that dragon.
Seriously, why does anyone live out here?
Oh, you know, the fishing's grand.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould, fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
There's a wyvern causing trouble?
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gould's little boy. Best someone kill it. hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
I killed the wyvern up in the cave. The body's yours if you want it.
That I do. Here, for your troubles. I hope you can make good use of it. A fine day to you.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
Until later.
Be safe.
I'm gonna save the dragon for last. I'm not gonna fight it yet.
Well met, your worship.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterward.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The dragon circling the lake looks hungrier than usual. Travelers on the road will be scarce until it's gone.